Pay heed to Potiphar, chief steward of the Pharaoh.
Peace be with you, Master.
Do you know about this?
The warder said only to expect 2 new prisoners.
The excellence of your work here is becoming common knowledge. They say that prisoners have never eaten better. The warder's never been richer. The Pharaoh has never had to spend less to keep his jails running. 10 times a day I'm asked how you do it.
God blesses my work, Master.
As I've seen for myself.
And I know that one day he'll see me gone from this place.
Well, he'll have to deal with the Pharaoh first. I'm not so sure they're on speaking terms. As you see, 2 very fine specimens. Fine garments, royal eye tattoos, men of station and breeding. Fat one is, well, was Pharaoh's baker. The scrawnier one is cupbearer.
Important men. How did they end up here?
Accused of theft. Of Pharaoh's bracelet of the sun. The mark of the true sun god. It's gone. Missing. And Pharaoh's seers and prognosticators say that one of these 2 is the culprit.
Then their lives are over.
Probably.
But you never know what can happen. And in case they ever get out of this place and find themselves restored at court, it would serve you well to serve them well. You understand?
Completely, Master.
You do this well, Joseph. And you can give me a valuable ally when the time comes to plead your case with Pharaoh himself. May your God be with you.
I am Joseph, my lords. I have been instructed to attend you during your stay here.
Are you the warder?
No, my lord, his servant.
You must be the Semite who does the warder's work for him.
I am honored that you know of me, my lord.
Huh? Yes. The court knows how well you serve your masters.
And their wives.
Huh?
There are many stories that have no truth, my lord.
Are you calling Potiphar a liar? Slave?
No, my lord.
Are you calling his beautiful wife a liar?
I accuse no one, my lord.
Really? Well, I accuse you, slave. I accuse you of staining Potiphar's wife's good name, of calling Potiphar a liar. Guard! Guard, come here! Beat this man with your whip.
Careful, my friend. We are in his prison.
His prison? He's a slave. Potiphar will thank me for punishing such insolence. Don't look to this slave for permission. I serve in the court of the Pharaoh, God on earth. Do as I tell you. You will not slander the name of Potiphar. You will not slander the name of his wife. He will praise me for upholding his honor. Slave! Slave! Slave!
They say this season's market will be bigger than last.
I hope so. It gets harder and harder to scratch out a living.
True, Dad. You don't have the animals to prosper, you know that. You need good, rotting males, healthy she-goats, ewes.
I won't return to my father's camp. I can't live with Jacob's sorrow. He still mourns the loss of Joseph, and the entire settlement is a pool of grief. As a widower, I've enough of my own.
I will give your camel water, master.
Now there's a sight.
A whore. A Canaanite who hides her face. They're always bewitching. It's a strange custom, but it adds to the mystery.
Traveler, lie with me and ease your mind.
By lining your pockets.
Who can put a price on a moment's escape from the troubles of the world?
I have no money with me.
My friend is a recent widower. And while he may not have money with him, he does own fine flocks, perfect animals, the softest fleece you've ever felt. Though I can't say what someone like you might have felt.
I see no herds.
They're at the market. I could bring you a sheep on the way back. Tomorrow.
And until then?
Only my word.
Then you can leave me your staff and seal as a pledge. Tomorrow, when you bring the fleece, I'll return them.
You're a very fine woman.
Thank you.
Until tomorrow, then. When I bring you your fleece and redeem my staff and seal.
Until tomorrow.
Pay homage to Potiphar, chief steward to...
Peace be upon you, master.
Call the door, Edna. The door.
Come.
The warder tells me your distinguished guests aren't sleeping very well. It seems their sleep's troubled by dreams.
They're not alone.
Strange dreams. Full of signs. As soon as I learned of this, I came myself. Because I know of your gift for reading the messages of the night. Hence a chance to redeem yourself by interpreting for them. You can't remain silent now that they know you have the special gift.
How do they know?
I'm due back at court. Pharaoh's men work night and day to retrieve the bracelet. They'll have it before long.
I hear you have the gift of second sight.
At times, master, when God sees fit to grant it.
How low have we fallen, listening to the ramblings of a Semite slave?
The ability to interpret dreams is a gift from God.
Then why don't you see how well he could do for you, Vintner?
I intend to. Be seated, Joseph. Here is my dream. I was in a vineyard in the countryside. There was a vine in front of me, and on the vine were 3 branches, one of which began to bud. Now, no sooner had it budded than it blossomed, and its clusters became rich grapes. I had Pharaoh's cup in my hand. I picked the grapes, and I squeezed them into Pharaoh's cup. And then I handed the cup to Pharaoh. Now, can you interpret?
This is what it means. The 3 branches are 3 days. In another 3 days, the Pharaoh will lift up your head and restore you to your position. Then you will hand the Pharaoh his cup as you have always done. Rest easy, your days here are numbered.
Can it be true?
Now listen to me, slave. I, too, had a dream. There were 3 wicker trays on my head. In the top tray were all kinds of pastries for Pharaoh, such as a baker might make. But birds were eating them off the tray on my head. Give me its meaning.
I am sorry. I cannot interpret that dream.
You can. I know you can. You're hiding something from me. Tell me what it means.
Very well. This is what I believe your dream to mean. The 3 trays are also 3 days. In another 3 days, the Pharaoh will lift up your head as well, by hanging you from a gallows. Then the birds will eat the flesh from your bones.
No!
The Pharaoh's bracelet has been found. Warrants have been issued.
What does it say?
She promised she'd be here.
More to your good fortune, she's not. You kept your end of the bargain. If she's not here, then you get the sweet memory of her bed and get to keep your animals.
I gave her my staff and seal as a pledge, remember? Come. I think I can find her home. My punishment will never end. Never.
I am most grateful for your judgment in this matter. I always knew, even in the darkest days, that I could always...
Yes?
I trust my master's stay here was made as easy as possible.
Yes, yes. Considering the circumstances.
Now repeat everything you've learned, Benjamin.
The table of the descendants of Terah, who was 70 when he begat Abraham, Nahor, and Haran. Father, you know I have the lines of our family completely memorized. Shouldn't I be helping my brothers pen the flocks?
Their backs are strong enough for the job. For you, this is more important. You have to carry on the line.
But I'm the youngest, Father. Reuben, even Judah.
I've spent a lifetime showing me they're not up to the task. It would have been Joseph who would have carried on the line, but my other sons.
It was a wild animal who took Joseph. You can't go on blaming the others forever.
We must take our signs from God.
In my heart, I know Rachel was called to give us the next in line. And with Joseph gone, that means you must keep our traditions alive. Maintain Abraham's covenant with our Lord. Blessed be his name. Now, young men, back to the tables.
And the sons of Abraham were Isaac and Ishmael. And Isaac begat Esau and Jacob. And Esau, who was called Edom, took wives among the Canaanites.
Father! Father! Quickly! It's Judah.
Judah.
Reuben.
Judah.
Simeon. Levy. Dan! Naphtali. Gad. Asher. Issachar. Zebulun. And little Benjamin. No, not so little anymore. And my father Jacob.
Welcome to our camp. To you and yours. I am surprised to see you.
I couldn't stay away from you, Father. Especially now, when my clan faces a problem that needs a wiser head than mine.
What sort of problem?
Tamar, widow of 2 of my sons, and betrothed to Salah, my 3rd, is with child.
Is Salah the father?
No. And she refuses to say who she laid with. And no matter how hard we press her, she stays silent.
Then, by custom, she must be banished.
But by Canaanite way, when a woman lies with a man other than her betrothed, she must die. What should I have done, Father? I gave her my firstborn in marriage, and he died childless. So I insisted my 2nd son marry her as his duty to the family. Still, she remained barren. Then when he died...
You promised your son Salah, as is our custom.
But I kept delaying the marriage. The woman's cursed, Father. She buries husbands before there are sons to replace them. I lost 2 boys I loved. Should I have risked a 3rd?
I know the pain of losing a child you love dearly. I know it well. Yes.
She'll speak of anything you ask, except the father of the child in her stomach.
And she's unafraid. This is not our problem, Jacob.
That much is true, Judah. You left this camp and established your own line. You must be responsible for yourself and the decisions you made.
We'll take her back to our camp. There, by Canaanite custom, she must die. We leave at first light.
Fine-looking flock. Well, there is rumors of some outbreak of fever among them. Taste it, you say.
So what do you have, a knife? You think that by killing me you can save your own life? You do me a favor, whore. By trying to spill my blood, you justify my own decision to see you executed. You?
I only did it because I wanted a child. This child that is rightfully mine. A son to continue the name of my husband, heir. Your own son and firstborn. But you didn't sell it to me when it came of age as you should have done.
You're a very courageous girl, Tama.
But not brave enough to face death.
That won't happen. I have enough to answer for. The crime of taking your life for something I have done is more than I can bear. You were right and I was wrong. I should have given you to Sulla. The only sin there is belongs to me. You will live to have your child and raise him as a mother should. Living in your own tent with respect and love.
Pay heed as the god Ra walks among you. Pay heed to the Pharaoh, son of the heavens, Ra incarnate. As the god Ra fills the heavens with the sun, so the Pharaoh Ra on earth does the same here below.
Potiphar, the gods must be blinding you. A fool can see I shed no light.
The Pharaoh is not well.
Physician, attend the god on earth.
It's not my body that ails. If you knew your signs, Vizier, you'd see it's my heart that weighs me down. I'm beginning to wonder if you know your art.
If the Pharaoh is in pain, then let him speak of it, and the answer will be his.
Dreams. I'm haunted by dreams. I dreamt I was in the great river, communing with my spirit in the heavens. Near me were 7 wonderfully fat and gentle water cows who seemed to float along with me. It was serene, so very serene. But we were not alone. Horrible, starving cows suddenly appeared, and the thin, wretched cows ate the sleek, fat cows. I woke in a cold sweat, and to my horror, when I finally got back to sleep, I had a second dream, just as frightening. In this dream, there were 7 plump ears of corn growing on a stalk. Then 7 blighted ears, meager and scorched by the east wind, sprouted teeth and devoured the good ears. What can these dreams possibly mean? They can't be a good sign.
Let us begin.
cup of wine.
Majesty, as might be expected from the messages to God, there is a balance in these holy dreams. First, the sacred life-giving Nile, and then the divine presence of the omnipotent Pharaoh himself. The healthy cows, and then the lean cows. The ripe ears, and then the unripe ears.
I know what was in the dreams. I had them. Your job is to tell me what they mean.
We do not know, Majesty.
How can you remain silent when you know there is a man who can ease your Pharaoh's mind?
I dare not, Master. Pharaoh's mood is black. I dare not remind him that I was ever in his disfavor.
Come on, man. Don't be a fool.
But I am a humble wine bearer, Master. It is for you, Potiphar, the chief steward. It is for you to speak up.
More wine!
May I speak with you, Pharaoh?
Only so others may not hear. You have the dreams of your Pharaoh interpreted by an alien slave?
Sire, the Semite slave interpreted both this man's dreams and that of the baker. He saw the Pharaoh's hand in our dreams and predicted his judgments accurately.
Well, this slave of yours, how is he called?
Joseph, sire?
Bring me Joseph, the Semite from the dungeon, and tell him nothing about my dreams.
What is this? I order you, speak!
What are you doing? Please.
What have I done?
Lie prostrate, quick.
I cannot. You know that.
You what?
Truly, the Pharaoh is greatness itself. But, sire, my faith decrees I can kneel only before God himself, even on pain of death.
Come forward. Take heed, magicians. Whatever else, I know this man won't lie to me to save his life. Look upon my face.
But surely, great Pharaoh, this is forbidden.
Only to people who know I'm God. Since you hold some primitive being in high regard, I expect that you can look upon me without burning up. Try it. I'm told you've learned the secret of reading messages of the night.
Interpreting dreams is not a thing to be learned, Pharaoh. It is a gift from God.
Careful! One mention too many of this God, and you'll be at his side with your head under your arm. So, you've been given this gift?
I imagine we shall soon see, Pharaoh.
Your life depends upon what we shall see. Now listen carefully. In my dream, there were 7 cows, fat and sleek, and they grazed peacefully.
He's a very beautiful boy.
Yes, he is.
Do you know what his crime was?
I've heard the rumors, but I don't believe it. He doesn't strike me as a fool. And everyone knows that Potiphar's wife deceives him.
I've never seen such poor cows in all of Egypt. But it was impossible to tell they had eaten the fat cows, for they looked as wretched as ever.
Was there a second dream?
We have told him nothing, sire.
Yes. In the second dream, there were 7 ears of grain, beautifully ripe. Then sprouting up behind them were 7 withered ears of grain, which devoured the ripe ones.
God has revealed to Pharaoh what he intends to do.
Yes?
Pharaoh's dreams are one and the same. The 7 fine cows and 7 ripe ears of grain represent 7 years of plenty. The 7 wretched cows and 7 shriveled ears of grain are years of great want. There will be 7 years of famine, my lord.
Madness. Madness. As if my brother, the sun, and sister, the moon, would send me messages only a slave could read. Potiphar, take him from my sight. Get him back to his dungeon and keep him there until I decide how best to deal with him.
Husband, another dream to ruin all our sleep?
No, the same one. This is too important to ignore. I'm lost, wife. Help me.
Me? And risk your anger? No, I'll keep my own counsel, my lord. Asenath here, on the other hand.
Yes. Let me guess. She's so taken with this foreign slave. Oh, yes. Nothing escapes Pharaoh's eye, young woman. She thinks he has the answer.
By your own word, Lord, we know he does nothing against his conscience, even on pain of death. And you yourself seem reluctant to see him hanged. There must be a reason you held your mighty hand, spared him to live to see another day.
I've thought long and hard of your reading of my messages. Have you?
Yes, master.
And?
I am certain that Pharaoh has been blessed by a warning from the Lord himself.
So, assume then that your reading is accurate. Is there nothing we can do to prevent this disaster?
Yes, master, there is.
How?
Pharaoh must select a wise and honest man and set him above the land of Egypt. He must see that Pharaoh's overseers collect 1/5 of all that is produced during the years of plenty and store it for use during the years of famine. In that way, Egypt will not be destroyed by the drought.
Impossible. Storing 7 years of grain. It's impossible. Is there no other way to avert disaster?
No, master.
Nothing like this has ever been attempted. So, a fifth of all the harvest would be entrusted to Pharaoh.
Yes, Master. All Egypt would be required to pay you this tribute.
It would call for a man of exceptional talent. That excludes each of you. Potiphar, perhaps. The answer is obvious. There could be no better man for this job than this man himself. Can we find anyone endowed with the Spirit of God as he is?
I think not.
Well said, wife. Now, hear the word of Pharaoh, Ra on earth, God as man. You shall be my chancellor, and all my people shall respect your orders. Only this throne shall set me above you. I make you the governor of all of Egypt. I set you over my house, my people, my entire kingdom. Without your consent, no man shall lift up hand or foot in all of Egypt. Your name shall be Zaphanath-Paneah. And this fine woman shall be your wife.
The Pharaoh is Ra. He sees into the depths of every being. God has seen and spoken.
Pharaoh is Ra! Pharaoh is Ra! Pharaoh is Ra!
This time your God's blessing makes you master, even of me. I trust you'll treat me kindly.
What is your name?
Asenath. I'm the daughter of the high priest of On.
Excuse me, but what is my name? My new name? I have forgotten it.
Zaphanath-Paneah.
Zaphanath-Paneah. What does it mean?
The Savior. Am I pleasing to you?
Yes, yes. Greatly.
To you, Zaphanath-Paneah.
If you will permit me, Joseph, I'm sorry, Zaphanath-Paneah. In this great task, you'll need someone at your side, as you were once at mine.
To serve thee, Master, would be a high honor. But my sins against you are many.
On your feet, Ednan. Forgiveness is greater than vengeance. Compassion more powerful than anger.
As I myself have learned. May your God watch over you. Like all Egypt. My life depends on it. Go now. No.
My son. How fortunate a child to have so beautiful a mother.
Have you decided on a name for your son?
He shall be called Manasseh, which in my tongue means causing to forget. And God has made me forget my hardship.
I doubt that you've forgotten the house of your father, Joseph. Jacob would be pleased to learn his son has become the second most powerful man in the world. And your beloved brother Benjamin would be pleased as well.
I wonder what sort of a man Benjamin has become. Perhaps he too has a son. But it's not for me to know. Not yet. God in his own good time will decide. My place now is here. With you. And Manasseh.
Manasseh! Ephraim! Ready?
Manasseh, Ephraim. You should be learning the ciphers.
Season started well. The Nile flooded. But the rains didn't last long enough. If it goes on like this, there'll be no crop to speak of this year.
Come quickly! Fires are raging out of control in the fields north of the city!
It's begun. As God promised.
wells are clogging, but they'll hold. And for a while, at any rate, there'll be water to drink. But the grain runs low. 2, maybe 3 phases of the moon, and we'll be forced to eat the animals instead of feeding them. Once they are gone, Father.
And without grain for us, and the animals.
Starvation kills us all.
Unless... Well, Hira, my old friend and ally, says that the reports of vast stocks of grain and fodder in Egypt are true.
It is all well and good for the Egyptians, but why should they care what happens to us?
They don't. But according to Hira, they do care what happens to our money. He's already sent his caravan laden with silver and loom work to trade.
As if an Egyptian trader can be trusted.
It's not in the hands of private traders. Their pharaoh has set one man above all others to supervise all his affairs. You deal with him. We are not people who measure our wealth in silver.
We can't carry fields to Egypt. The animals would die before we got there. We'd better move eastward.
Asher, don't interrupt.
Over the years, the tribe has earned some silver and gold. I've kept it because I believe that one day God would show us a use for it.
Could there be a better use than this?
No, I think not.
But it's a long trek, and the roads are filled with thieves.
Which is why you must all go. Properly armed, you'll find there's safety in numbers.
All of us? And who will tend to things here?
There'll be nothing to tend if you don't go. All of you. Except for Benjamin.
But, Father...
Enough. You're the last link to Rachel left. I will not see you lost as I did Joseph. Prepare the animals. You leave at nightfall. I'll give you the silver then.
Has to raise Joseph above us.
Now, Benjamin, then so be it. We'll not tease God a second time.
Yes, Master. It's just, well, this man's dialect. I know the tone.
Never mind. Give him what he needs.
Go, go.
Are you well, Zephanath Benair?
They're here. I'm sure they're here.
Who?
My brothers.
Your brothers?
The ones in Canaanite dress.
What should I do, Master?
Bring them to me.
You! Come! All of you, come! This way. Bring them all! All of these men! You, come! And you!
Lift your heads. Look upon your master.
They don't even recognize me.
Almighty One, have mercy. We come from Canaan, where the drought destroys everything. We bring silver to trade, so that we and our families might survive.
Your master, Zephanath Paneah, ask why your Canaanite gods do not provide for your needs.
We're not like the other Canaanites, great master. We worship our own God, but we sojourn in the land of Canaan.
The master says you're spies.
Spies? No, master. Our father sent us to buy food.
The master says no. You're spies, sent to see the weakness of Egypt.
No, master. We are nothing more than shepherds, sons of Jacob, the son of Isaac.
What man would send all his sons on such a mission and leave himself alone?
What you see are not all his sons. One other, the youngest. He is called Benjamin, remains with our father.
A man is fortunate indeed to have such a wealth of sons. Are you sure you speak the truth of your number?
There was one other, master. A brother called Joseph, but he was taken from us.
What enemy would send 10 brothers as spies? 1 or 2, perhaps, but 10?
Take them! Now! Take them!
There today, and the Egyptians picked us out to be spies. You fool. There must be some way to prove he's wrong.
What would you suggest, little brother?
We probably wouldn't be here if you'd paid him more respect.
More respect?
Oh! 1 or 2 brothers, perhaps, but 10? What kind of fool would use an excuse like that?
Stop it! Stop it!
Arguing won't get us out of here.
Then what will?
Not what, but who? God. Is this his final punishment for what we did?
God!
Now we know how Joseph must have felt when we threw him down the well.
No,
Yes.
right! We have each other. You left him alone.
We put him in the well.
All of us.
There's no point dwelling on that. For 20 years you've harped on the same thing, but what's done is done, and one thing has nothing to do with another.
Are you sure, brother?
You think last you
Reuben, no!
That's it. Ephraim.
Look what Manasseh did.
Yes, we can't have that.
Joseph, are you ill? Then what is it?
I saw my brothers today.
That's wonderful. You always said they'd come to you. More good fortune from the troubles.
They came to the granary. The drought has reached Canaan.
How I wish I could have been there to see their faces when they saw you. The governor of all of Egypt.
You would have been disappointed. I've waited all these years, and then they didn't even recognize me.
How can that be possible?
It's been over 20 years since they last saw me. I was still a boy.
Not surprising. Where are they now?
In the prison.
a prison. Why?
Because my anger was stronger than my compassion.
And what will you do with them?
My father's people are in need of food. I must send them back.
Why not just reveal yourself to them?
Because they seem unchanged. No different from when they betrayed me. Perhaps God will reveal a way to test them.
How?
I'm not sure.
Well, I want to see these men to whom I owe my happiness. After all, it was their cruelty that brought you here, gave you to me, saved Egypt. And it's to them our children owe their existence.
Another of your curious insights. But I'm not so sure God is ready to see this thing forgotten.
God or you? You must bring them. I have to at least meet little Benjamin.
Benjamin was left with my father.
I'm sorry. I know he's the one who counted most. But they are all your brothers. Blood of your blood.
Your master, Zaphenath-Paneah, will allow you to buy the grain you need to feed your people. These sacks have provisions for your journey, but the accusations against you still stand. Evidence that your story is true, and you're not spies, will depend upon proof of the existence of the one missing brother. But your master, Zaphenath-Paneah, is a merciful man. Thus, he will keep only one of you here. He will be released when the rest of you return from Canaan with that brother.
You wish us to return to our father, then journey once again to Egypt?
Yes, with the missing brother. That one shall remain with us.
No! No! No!
Now go! Leave! And return swiftly with the missing brother.
You've probably seen the last of them, Master.
It will be difficult for them to keep away. The drought has just begun. The silver they gave in payment, did you do what I asked?
As ever, Master.
The only proof of our story he'll accept is Benjamin.
And the only way to redeem Simeon.
But after that, he promises we can trade freely in Egypt. The grain is abundant, the best quality.
Is this all the Egyptian asks?
Just for my youngest? Is there more to this sorry tale?
What is that? The money with which we purchased the grain.
What's it doing here?
We don't know, Father. Perhaps God...
Be careful what you lay at the door of the Lord. Blessed be his name.
Blessed be his name.
Now, why did you tell this man I had another son? First I lose Joseph, then Simeon, and you, poor soul, want me to give him Benjamin. Well, hear my words, it will not happen. I will never risk Benjamin to your care. Never.
But Father, Simeon rots in an Egyptian jail like a common criminal.
And how do I know Benjamin won't meet that same fate? Or this Egyptian might put you all to the sword.
But Father, perhaps if I went...
Quiet, you have no say in this.
Father, I cannot leave Simeon there. Please, let me do as this Egyptian suggests. If we don't return, I offer you the lives of my own 2 sons.
Typical idea of yours, Reuben. If I lose Benjamin, I can begin exterminating my entire family. Is that your grand solution? Now hear me! This is my last son by Rachel. I will not risk losing him. Now go about your business and pray. Pray that the grain you brought back will outlast the drought.
Nowhere to go, Father. We don't have many choices left.
You know my mind in this matter. We will not talk of it again.
Another month and we'll not talk of anything.
Soon we will all die, and the line started by Abraham will have vanished.
And what would you have me do?
Listen for once. Think about what God promised you. Then listen to your sons and see if what they have to say doesn't make sense. Unless you want to see us all die, because you're too frightened to trust God.
What is this to do with trusting God?
Isn't it obvious? He's left you only one way out. One road to our survival.
And it leads through Egypt.
Egypt is our only salvation, Jacob.
These are the finest gifts we can offer. Present them to the Egyptian, along with this. Silver enough for double payment, for the grain you will buy and the grain you brought back.
Have an easy mind, Father. All will be well. I know it.
May God go with you at your right hand and bring you back safely to me.
Why have we been brought here? To the great man's house?
Because of the silver we found in our sacks. I'm sure of it.
But we don't know how it got there. All we need to do is be truthful.
Silver? What silver? I know I received payment for your grain.
And we had money in our grain nonetheless. Here, we offer double repayment.
You owe us nothing. Whatever you found must be a gift from that god of yours.
Master, our other brother, Simeon. He's in health?
Alive, you mean?
Simeon! Simeon! Welcome to Egypt!
Are you all right? The answer to every question is yes. I don't really understand it. But from the time you went away, I sat back, eating and drinking like the Pharaoh himself.
Come. You must be washed before you dine with the master. You will sit here, aside from the master. This is a great honor. Egyptians never eat with strangers. To them it is considered an abomination. Now, you will sit in the order I tell you. Please. Benjamin, you will sit here.
So, that's Benjamin. A handsome young man, if ever I saw one.
And I hope a pure spirit. And Naphtali.
Issachar. Zebulun. Zaphanath Paneah. He who guides us on the road of life. Lift up your heads. Your master asks, is your father in good health?
Yes, master. And he sends you these gifts as homage.
So this is the brother of whom you spoke. What is your name?
I am Benjamin, master. How is it, master, that you come to speak our tongue? Have you been to our land?
God be gracious to you, my son.
Was I wrong to ask the master how he came to speak our tongue?
The master has traveled widely. He understands a great deal.
Look. We're sitting according to the order of our birth. Reuben and Simeon, Levi, Judah, Dan, Naphtali, Gad and Asher, Issachar, Zebulun. Finally me.
I divined the order of your birth by looking into my magic cup.
It's a great honor. The master has given you the food from his own plate.
Thank
Thank you, Master. We eat the same dish at home. In fact, this is the favorite food of my father.
Oh, I could have done with a little more sleep.
I don't understand. He was so friendly last night. Yet this morning he has us roused from our beds before the cock crows and sends us on our way. Look, our asses are already loaded down with grain.
Why did you return good with evil?
What can you possibly mean?
You deny stealing from my master?
What kind of fools would you take us for?
This.
If you find anything, you can kill the culprit and make slaves of the rest of us.
Fool! Have you taken leave of your senses?
Why did you do such a wicked thing?
Master, we have done nothing.
Then how do you explain it?
God is punishing us for a crime we committed many years ago. It seems he wants us all to taste the bitterness of slavery. For surely we are all your slaves now.
I am not a vindictive man. You can return to your father. I shall keep only Benjamin.
No!
You dare raise your voice to me? Men can die for less.
1,000 pardons, Master, but the very idea is unthinkable. Master, I cannot pretend to grasp the meaning of these strange happenings. Benjamin has never stolen in his life.
Never. Never, Master.
And he's too clever to take a cherished and unique object from a man as powerful as you. Nor do I know how the money got into our sacks on our previous trip. Perhaps it was all the work of God.
Master, please, spare the life of Benjamin, beloved son of our father's old age. Losing Benjamin would kill our old father, whom we have already wounded deeply.
Take me as a slave in place of Benjamin and allow the boy to go home to his father.
No. Benjamin will stay with me.
No!
I'm sorry, Master, but we must take the boy back to our father.
Or die in the attempt.
You would rather die 1,000 times than see such pain in our father's eyes again.
Live another 20 years of wretched cowardice.
No, Master!
So you are now ready to sacrifice your lives for one of your brothers? Yes. Why then did you not do the same for the other one? The one you said died when in truth you yourselves sold him into slavery.
You know about Joseph? How?
Because he's alive.
Alive?
He's here in this palace. In fact, he's in this room. Leave us. I said leave us. Get out!
Guards, come!
I am Joseph.
Joseph. It is my brother Joseph.
Yes, it is I. But be at peace. Come closer. Don't be afraid. I will not harm you. Am I to take the place of God? Joseph. It is not for me to punish you. You meant evil against me, yes. But God meant it for good. To bring it about that many people should be kept alive as they are today. So fear not. I shall provide for you and for your families. And especially for our father.
I am most to blame. I deserve to be enslaved.
No. My brother. I shall not kill you. That is not the lesson the Lord, blessed be his name, has put before us. Perhaps we have learned the meaning of brotherhood, of family, and that wherever we may go, no matter how God's plan separates us, we must always be true to one another. To be family. You must return for our father. Tell him of what I have achieved and move him here with all your belongings. I want you near me in the land of Goshen so I may provide for you during the remaining years of the famine. I have spoken to the Pharaoh. All is prepared. Come to me. Come to me. I'm your brother. I am Joseph. Blessed be his name.
Blessed be his name.
This is my Joseph, my son, my son.
I did not think to ever see your face again.
These I see to be my grandchildren. Rachel's light shines in their eyes. Come, come, my children. Come that I might bless you. Come.
I'm indeed blessed that I have again held you in my arms and laid eyes upon your sons. Now, truly, I can die in peace.
There will be no talk of death, my father.
Then God will it. And then you will take me back to Canaan, the land God promised Abraham. And it will be as the Lord promised. Our descendants shall be known as Israel, and will be a multitude of nations, each brother unto himself, a tribe of Israel.